Hello out there. I am back with, I don't want to say that. I feel like I'm conditioned to say that because I watch so much YouTube. So I'm not going to say that. But I'm back. I did delete all my old videos and I do regret it. But my anxiety got the best of me. It took over and I deleted my videos and I regretted it. But anyway, today I am here with a big reveal. Something that I want to share with you all. About my journey. So let's get straight to it. You know, I only have about 15 minutes for these videos. So I have uterine fibroids, and it has been a struggle for a while. When I say a while, I want to say about a year. I found out that I had uterine fibroids during basic training in the Army. So during basic training, I started noticing some changes in my body. With women, we do everything that men do, which is really not that normal for us, for our bodies. Even though we can do it physically, sometimes our body is kind of talking to us and telling us, you know, you shouldn't be doing this. And that's what my body was doing, especially at 30 years old. So yeah, my body was going through some changes during that time that I was hiding because I did not want to, I don't know, get kicked out or questioned about it. Mind you, I didn't know that I had uterine fibroids. I just knew that my body just didn't feel right. The first sign was my cycle stopped during basic training for about 2 months straight. And that was normal because that was happening to damn near all the females there, because you're doing so much exercise and so much hard training on your body, and females, our bodies are not used to that. So it changes like your hormones, your whatever. We were taking like these iron pills that they give us to take because I guess your body just loses certain nutrients and vitamins that normally a male, you know, I guess their bodies just kind of naturally adapt to the situation. So the first sign was that my cycles, it stopped for like 2 months. And then when it did come back, it came back really heavy. I'm so scared to talk about this on camera, but it came back really heavy, which is not normal for me in my cycles. I usually have a really light cycle. It usually lasts about 5 days flat. And it's usually pretty normal, like regular. Like I barely get cramps and stuff like that. But during that time, it changed, and I would only talk to like my battle buddy at the time and tell her like, okay, something not right. I don't feel good. Some other little signs are there that I don't want to talk about in this video, but yes, that was like the first big sign. Then we got to leave for holiday block leave, which is like a time where we get a break to go home, and then we have to go to AIT. During holiday block leave, I came home, I ate my first meal, and my stomach was in pain like I never felt before. And I tried to push through it because I just came from basic training and I'm used to pain at this point. Pain is like weakness leaving the body, so I'm just trying to push through it during those that 2-week break period. But it got to a point where it's like, okay, I gotta go to the hospital. Something is not right. I went to the hospital, went to the emergency room. They saw me right away. They took some blood, urine. They did a CAT scan, and it was the CAT scan when they found out that I had fibroids, and they came in the room and told me I had fibroids. What are fibroids? At this point, I had no clue. I just remember Cynthia from Housewives talking about fibroids and talking about having fibroids. Which back then, when I watched that show and she was talking about the symptoms she was experiencing with her fibroids, a light bulb did pop for me then that I could possibly have something like that, because she talked about some of her symptoms, like her mood swings, her I think during that time, like her sex drive, her, what else was it, her cycle, and her stomach getting big. Now that was another thing during basic training. I lost 30 pounds, which is unheard of for myself because I've been trying to lose weight for a really long time on my own, and I just couldn't do it on my own. But when I went to training, sweetheart, the pounds dropped. And I didn't notice it when I was in training until I got home and put on my civilian clothes, and I noticed everything was just hanging and falling off me, and I was looking good. I was proud. But what I did notice, second big sign, was that my stomach was still really round. It had got a lot smaller, but it was still really round, if that makes sense. Meaning it wasn't fat. You can tell the difference in fat and when your stomach is just like looking kind of like a pregnant stomach. Like, you know, some girls can be like really thick and have like kind of a flat, not flat stomach, but a flat stomach, if that makes sense. So to say that I'm not that thick, my stomach shouldn't be that round compared to the fact that I'm smaller than some of these girls that I'm thinking of in my head, and their stomachs are smaller than mine, not the ones with the BBLs. We're not talking about, I'm talking naturally. So that was the next big thing. It was like my stomach was still really round. So I'm getting off track. I'm at the hospital. I found out I have fibroids during block leave. I go back to AIT. Now I'm dealing with this. I'm dealing with the heavy cycles. I'm dealing with the cramping. I'm dealing with all that. They tell me I'm not anemic. I feel like I am anemic though, because my that was another big sign in basic training. My feet were really cold. My drill sergeant probably can remember that, because I used to be like asking, can I please put on socks at night? And in the Army, they tell you what you can wear, what you eat, how you sleep, when you wake up, you do whatever they say. So I was not allowed to put on socks to go to sleep, because your feet have to air out from the boots and stuff that we wear. You don't want to create like a 24-hour of moisture with your feet, whatever they were saying. But I couldn't wear socks to sleep, and my feet would be like ice at night. So that was like the next big sign. So even when I got home for block leave, my feet were just really cold. I just always have cold feet, you know, after that time. So once I found out I had the fibroids, of course now I got to educate myself, because the doctors did not tell me very much other than, oh, it's nothing wrong, we're going to put you on birth control to try and control it and whatever. I'm like, okay. Mind you, I don't like birth control because I don't like the way it makes me feel. That's why I was never on birth control in the first place. I'm wiggling around too much. So they put me on birth control. I chose to do the patch because in the past I did the depot, and I know that that is unhealthy. If you on that depot shot, do your research. Research that is so unhealthy. Like, I recommend whoever on that get off that. That's why a lot of us are blowing up, eating crazy. It changes your body. So I was like, okay, I'll take the patch. So I took the patch. Didn't like the way it made me feel. I did not like the way the patch made me feel. So I'm like, okay, gotta get off this. It made my breast hurt. It made me have headaches. It made my cycles heavier. It made things worse. Right off the back, it made things worse. I'm like, let me take this patch off. I call my doctor. I don't want to do this anymore. What's the next option? Alright, I had to pause the video. I was choking. I needed some water. So yes, I got off the patch. What's the next option? Next option was to do some type of surgical removal of the fibroids. And there's different types of surgery. I don't know how to pronounce those words, y'all, so bear with me. There's one that starts with the L, whatever that is. It's with a little robot, makes a tiny incision, goes in and removes the fibroids. But by this time, I'm already going to doctor's appointments after doctor's appointment for them to study and see how big mine are. So I went in for what do you call it? Ultrasound, to get more information about my fibroids. With the ultrasound, we find out that I also had a cyst on my uterus. So I have uterine fibroids. Now they say we see a cyst as well. So then we do an MRI. The MRI, shows everything, whatever. We found out I have like a 9-centimeter fibroid, a 7-centimeter fibroid, and then a bunch of other ones that are like 3 and 5, which is a lot inside of my stomach. If you look that up, you can look it up by centimeters and it'll show you how big that is. So they tell me like, yeah, that is creating the bulge in your stomach, which is like a 3-month pregnant woman. I'm like, wow. But I'm relieved at the same time because, like I said, I have been trying to lose weight for a long time. Not necessarily lose weight, but my stomach has always been a problem, always been an issue. And I just thought that, oh, that's just genetics. I eat bad. And then it's like, okay, no, it's not. It's like, we're going to remove, your stomach is still going to have this round appearance. I don't know if I want to put before and after pictures. I'll give you before and after pictures after, not now. So if it goes down, I'll give y'all pictures. But I'm not giving you that now. So what's next? So then it's surgery. So they find out my fibroids are too large to do a little robotic surgery. I have to do the open surgery, which is December 21st, 2021, and it is Tuesday, and Christmas is right around the corner. Forget my Christmas. All right, I'm probably going to be in pain. So tomorrow I'm having surgery to have my fibroids removed. I am scared. I am terrified. But for those of you who know me and watch my videos in November, and I made about 20 something videos. My goal was to do it for the entire month. I did fall off a few days, but I'm still very proud of myself for that, because I can honestly say that right here, right now, today, and for the last 2 weeks, I have not been depressed. And that was my journey to getting over depression. And then now I'm learning that the fibroid could be playing a really big role in me being hormonal and depressed and having like severe mood swings, and the people around me know that. Like, they go very moody. But that's not to say that I don't do stuff wrong, but I get extremely down. So that's the biggest thing. I'm not depressed right now. I am scared. So tomorrow, what to expect? I am going in for a surgery that can be just like a C-section. They're going to put me to sleep. They're probably going to put something down my throat, which I am terrified of. I don't want to know anything. I told them, don't tell me when you're putting me to sleep. Don't tell me you're putting something in my throat. Just lie to me. Tell me you're not. Just lie to me. I know the risk, whatever. It is a possibility that while removing the fibroids, that if they find that my uterus is not functioning or it won't function, that they will also have to do a hysterectomy or remove my uterus as well, which I don't want that. I've never really wanted kids, but I don't want that option taken away from me. Recently I found out about this lady, Dr. Jessie. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. She has like this program, but I think it's a little too late for me to kind of back out of the surgery and try her program, because the program is really expensive. It was like $2,000, and there's another program for like $500. It's like, okay. I probably could have swung that had I found out about it earlier, or had that company, I reached out to them. I wrote messages to her Instagram. I tried to sign up for the free consultation. Nobody wrote anything back. So here I am. I'm going into surgery tomorrow, and hopefully I can still kind of follow up after my surgery with one of her programs, because fibroids can come back, and for a lot of women, they do come back. So it's time to end this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll let you know what happens before surgery and after surgery. I hope this video helps somebody, and good luck, everybody. And please pray for me. I am scared, but I'm going to get through this. I will never be depressed again, and that's that. Bye-bye. Alright, so today is the day of my appointment. I had to put on this gown, get undressed. They gave me some little weird underwear. This is the room in. I had to pee in the cup and everything. I'm so scared. That's not how the video was supposed to start. They gave me a IV, a blood thinner. He took my blood. I'm hooked up to this little thing. Not so bad yet. Watch it. Very scared nerve. I'll pause it. Okay. I just threw my phone down a bit. Yeah, it's 5:08. Okay, resume the video.
How's your pain?
Yeah, I'm just hungry.
You're hungry. I know.
Yeah. Don't let them take you without putting in the purse.
My name is Joe. We have an X-ray. We're gonna get a couple of X-rays of your leg, okay? You guys need to lay down.
Got it already? Huh? Hello up there. Today is day 3 after my surgery. My face is really ashy. I guess I might get to go home today. But before you can go home, you have to make a bowel movement, pass gas, which I haven't done yet. But I think they're gonna let me leave since I'm able to walk around. My eyes are a little funny looking. I've been asleep a lot. Surgery was not bad at all. I don't even remember it. I don't remember being put to sleep. I told them not to tell me when they were putting me to sleep, and I don't remember anything. And I didn't feel anything. Pain was not too bad at all. I've had worse pain. Getting a wax actually hurts more than this. Only difference is this is like lingering pain that just kind of hangs around. But they gave me some good pain medicine. I have an IV in my hand that they put medicine in every couple of hours. Hurts a little bit. They did put the little, I think it's called a trachea, down my throat for the surgery, which I don't remember. I just could kind of tell afterwards because I have like a little bruise in the top of my mouth. But it doesn't hurt, and I didn't feel it. I don't even remember. If you have to get this surgery, don't be afraid. It really wasn't bad at all. What else? They got me numb after they put me to sleep. So I don't even remember. I don't remember anything. My stomach looks a lot better. I don't say a lot better, but it is a little bit smaller. It's not flat, but I'll show before and after pictures eventually. Don't judge me. My face looks really rough. I didn't bring like a overnight bag, so I didn't bring like lotion and a bunch of stuff. I did have soap and towel and stuff to take a shower. But other than that, I don't have any edge control. So I'm just waiting for the doctor to come and see if she's gonna let me leave for today. And I'll talk to you guys when I get home.